Hello and welcome to the video for Tuesday, August 25th for animation. Hello,
Hello.
how you doing today?
Oh, and you?
Good, thank you. I am going to bring up my attendance sheet here so that I can take attendance for the class.
Okay.
Um, okay, let's see. So, hi Daniel, how you doing?
Good morning, Greg. How are you?
Good. Let's see. Good morning, Luna. Okay, so let's see. We have Daniel is here. Never get that first one. Okay. Let's see who else. Vladimir is here.
Yep,
How you doing today?
pretty good.
I like your little icon. Did you draw that?
Yeah, I'm a master at MS Paint.
That's super cool. I love it. We should have everybody make a cool icon like that. Let's see. Who else we got here? Sophia, I don't think is going to come in. John Drake, I don't think. Marco's here. Hello, Marco.
Hey.
Anjanai. Let's see. Not yet. Let's see. Blake.
Hello, hello.
Oh, hi, Blake. How are you?
Not too bad.
Let's see. Blake. And then we have Atreyu. And I'm not seeing Atreyu. Neil Kelly. Yep. Hello, Neil. Okay, and then we have, let's see, Garrett.
Here.
Oh, you're here? Okay, that helps. Thanks. Okay, let's see. Is that everybody? I don't know. Oh, I guess it is. What? That seems kind of small. What's
Did you get me? Because I was having trouble logging in.
Yeah, my list is like doesn't have everybody on it for some.
I didn't hear my name.
Oh yeah, you know what? It says page 1 of 3, so it's making me go to a second page now. It never does that. Okay. Yeah, okay, yeah, I see. So now we have Victoria is here on this page. And then William Rockwell is here. And then Daniel, let's see. Hugo is here. And then, I don't think Daniel Pineda is here. Zion, are you here, Zion? Zion, I don't see him. Okay. Rachel's here. Luna's here. Zach, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, Zach. How are you?
Good.
Okay, good. All right. I think I got everybody who's here, and if not, I'll I'll find you during the class.
Sorry, I just got in.
Oh yeah, Rachel, I think I got you. Let's see. I'm pretty sure I checked you off. Yeah, you're here.
Okay,
You're on my
thank you.
attendance. Okay, you're welcome. So how's everybody doing?
Pretty
Doing
good.
good. Doing good.
Yeah. I guess we have a little mini heat wave happening right now. Does that affect any of you guys other than being hot and miserable?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but used to it.
Yeah. I mean, like somebody says there's a heat wave, I'm like, I didn't notice. It's always hot. Okay. Well, thank you for that information. But we're in Arizona, and it's sort of a perpetual heat wave. Um,
Yeah.
okay, let me go ahead and jump on over to the website. Okay, and then we'll get to the animation area. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. I'm going to take over your screens. I have the power. Okay, here we go. So the first thing I want to ask you guys is I just want to double check if you recall, if you were here last week on Thursday, we worked on this hybrid class meeting information, and I put your names down as people who would either come in on Tuesday or Thursday when we have the actual in-person classes. Now, this is the list that I have right now of people. And if there's anybody in the class currently and you don't see your name on this list, please speak now. Please speak now if you're not on this list, and I'll put you on it.
Now.
Now, JD. So John Drake.
Yeah.
Can you come in on Thursday when we have in-person classes?
It's kind of hard for me to come in like how are we doing that on campus or?
Well, so the way the class, you weren't here last week. So what we're doing is every week, every other week, we're meeting virtually, which is completely online. And then the following week, half the class is coming in on Tuesday and half the class is coming in on Thursday to campus for a physical meeting. So can you do either of those days?
It's hard to say right now because I'm having issues with my car and I've got the only car.
Well, let me put it to you this way. I have to turn this in by noon tomorrow, and I have to have your, if you ever want to come in at any point during the semester, you have to be on this list. So I'm not saying you have to come in if you have car problems, obviously you can't, but can I put you on Thursday?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, great, thanks. All right, anybody else who is not on the list? Okay, all right, good. All right, so we'll just assume everybody's on the list. Save that bad boy. Let me check, let's see, the chat. Neil Kelly, considering I used to live in like 20, anything. Oh, over 60 is a heat wave. Oh, you used to live in negative 20?
Yeah, in New York, I was in Fort Drum, and they could get down to negative 40 depending on the lake effect snow would hit, and it just got cold.
That sounds amazing.
That's cute.
How did you
No,
live?
never heard of her.
That's unreal, man. Are you a snowman?
Practically, I was in t-shirt and shorts at one point.
That's just so it's really bad for you out here when it's like 110 or whatever, right?
Add in the fact that I'm like half Irish, so I had all the bad half. I'm very pale and burn easy, so it's yeah.
That's a bad combo. Were you sent here as some form of punishment or something?
Decided to follow my family. It was not a great idea.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's how I got here too, except I was 4 at the time. I didn't have much choice. Okay.
I'm kind of in the same boat there.
Yeah, you are?
I came from Wisconsin. The last year I was there was like negative 60.
Oh my God.
We're out there at 0-degree weather. There's shorts, no shirt, shoveling snow. It's great.
I remember, I love New York. I remember going there during the winter and like walking down the street, you know, wearing a coat, walking down the street, and this cold wind would come down the street and it would literally cut right through you. I mean, you'd be there in your coat and the cold wind would cut right through you and you'd be like, oh my God, I'm freezing in my coat. So like, you guys can have that weather. I don't want that weather. That's terrible.
Or go up to Washington. That's where I lived most of my life. If you don't like if you don't like cold weather and rain, you don't want to go there.
Yeah. I totally hear you. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go back to the class website here. So, okay, we finalized the hybrid schedule. All right, I wanted to start off today by showing you this little slideshow. I don't know if you guys will be able to click on this link and see it because it was a student that showed it to me, and I don't know that it's open to the public or not. But I can show it to you on mine. So that's what I'm going to do. So this was, you remember how I told you guys that everybody would be doing a presentation in the class? And I will get those schedules up hopefully by Thursday, but of when you're doing your presentation. But this is a presentation that a student did in one of my classes, and I wanted to share it with you because I think she did a nice job. So this is animation history development. Let's see. I guess it's going to take over my whole screen if I do this kind of thing. Let me see if I can do this. Okay. So Carolina Yanez did this, and so she gets credit for it. But you remember oops, crap, I went all the way down. I guess I had it on like Uber Play or Super Play or something. Okay, stay. Don't do anything. I don't want it to move. Okay. All right, I got to add somebody into the class here. Give me 1 second. Okay, good. All right, now, we talked about the history of animation a little bit, but the way we talked about it was we talked about things like the thaumatrope and stuff, and, we just did kind of a little slice of animation history. I like this presentation because she's done a little more of an in-depth survey of animation. So let's talk about this. So first of all, she goes back to 30,000 BC to 1500 AD, which is this area over here. And it talks about at 3000 BC, the Shar-e Sukta, I'm mispronouncing that, I'm sure, an aged bronze pottery bowl depicts goats leaping. Now, I know this is kind of strange to think about, but many people consider this the first form of animation. Because what it was, there's a definition of animation, which is, or actually, it's probably more accurate to say that this is a form of comics, like, comic books, because the definition of comics is a series of images juxtaposed next to each other that tell some kind of a story, right? And of course, if you take a bunch of comics and you put them on film, it's a form of animation. So this sculpture, or this bowl, is like a form of crude animation. What they were capable of at the time. They show a goat, and you can see this little goat right here, and then you can see him leaping, as you progress around the bowl. So, they were showing movement. So that's, the earliest one, considered an early form of animation, or something in that genre. Then we go down here to 1500 AD, and we have the famous Vitruvian Man by Leonardo da Vinci. And they're thinking that is almost a form of animation too, because it's showing the man in the standing position and then with his limbs akimbo. So, you could easily see that as being an animation in using today's technology. But at the time, it was all they had to show, two different poses at the same time. So then we move up to the 1600 to 1877, the center column. And in 1603, something called the magic lantern was created. It was used to show images on glass sheets, and it is considered the first example of projected animation because some of the sheets contain movement. So, you can see it looks like a big camera. I'm sure there's a light source back here and somewhere where you put in the glass sheets, and it was, a form of animation. Then we have the thaumatrope, which we looked at last week. You pull the little string and the little bird goes around and it looks like he's in the cage. And then these were other things we looked at. The zoetrope, which spins around and you look through the slides. The praxinoscope, which has the mirrors on it, and of course the flip book. And then here's another one. It's called, and I don't know why they named them these, but this one's called the phenakitoscope. A spinning disc reflected in mirrors that made the picture seem like they were moving. So, these three, the praxinoscope, zoetrope, and phenakitoscope, are all kind of operating under the same principle. Then we move over here to the 1900s to the 1930s. And in 1960, you have an animation called Humorous Phases of Funny Faces. And what happened was somebody just took a chalkboard and they drew a picture of somebody, and somebody filmed them, and then they stopped and they drew a new, they changed the picture slightly on the chalkboard, and they took another frame of that, and then they changed it again, and they took another video frame of that, and basically made the first animation, what we know of animation, by using almost a form of stop motion animation, but with drawing. Then in 1908, there was something called phantasmagory. It was the first animated film using hand-drawn animation, and they consider this to be the first actual animated cartoon, 1908. Oops, sorry about that. I'm not sure why it went back. 1914, Gertie the Dinosaur, considered the first cartoon to have an appealing character. In 1919, Felix the Cat. Musical Muse and Feline Follies introduced Felix the Cat, and he's often considered as the first animated movie star. It's still pretty early in the century, 1919. Now here's one that is very famous. I'm sorry, I don't know why it keeps changing. Steamboat Willie featured Mickey Mouse and became the first cartoon with the sound printed on the film. And it's the first notable success for Walt Disney Studios, which was founded in Los Angeles. Now, as I think I said, I think we may have talked about Steamboat Willie, but one of the things that's interesting about this is one of the few Disney properties that's going to come out of copyright in the next couple of years. When you copyright something, when you create something, it's automatically copyrighted to you, and then you can file a copyright application with the United States government Copyright Office. And then, back in the early part of the 20th century, the copyright existed like for 25 years or something like that. And then what they did was they passed legislation that said it was going to be for the life of the author. And then people like Disney, who were making millions of dollars on their copyrights, said, well, we want it to be the life of the author plus 50 years so that their descendants could benefit, from the copyright. But really, so did Disney, right? And all the people who kept working at Disney. And then I think they even got it changed to the life of the author plus 75 years. So anyway, they kept extending copyright. Now, the problem with that, it's great for, artists and companies that are making money, but it's not so good for the common good, the public, because what happens is when something comes out of copyright, it goes into what's called the public domain, which means it's free for everybody to remix and use. And then new works can be created from it. For example, famous works that are in the public domain are Alice in Wonderland and Sherlock Holmes. And so, people can make new stories with those characters. They can make videos. They don't have to pay anybody because it's in the public domain, right? Now, in the next couple of years, Steamboat Willie is going to go into the public domain, and that'll be interesting to see what Disney does about that. Okay, we got one more page here. Okay, 1930 to 1950. During this era, theatrical cartoons became an integral part of popular culture. These years were defined by the rise of Walt Disney, Mickey Mouse, Donald Duck, and Silly Symphonies, Warner Brothers, MGM, and Fleischer, Betty Boop, and Popeye. So you can see Betty Boop with Popeye here, and that's some Mickey drawings. In 1930, Merry Melodies, Warner Brothers cartoons, founded and created the Merry Melodies series, and then we have Bugs Bunny and Wile E. Coyote and Porky Pig and stuff like that. 1937, Snow White. Walt Disney releases Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which is the first animated film to use hand-drawn animation, first feature-length film, and it won, all kinds of awards. And this film alone made Disney incredibly wealthy and made the Disney company very successful. 1960 to 1980. In 1960, we get The Flintstones by Hanna-Barbera, which is the first animated series on primetime television. 61, we get Yogi Bear, a spinoff of Huckleberry Hound. 1964, we got The Pink Panther, which was a DePatie Freeling enterprise, and it won the Academy Award for the best short film for Pink Fink. Now, here's another interesting development. In 1964, Fritz the Cat became the first adult X-rated animated film. So somebody actually made a porn film with cats, but animated, of course. So, okay, now we're up to more of the current age, 1980 to 2014. 1984, The Adventure of Andre and Wally B., the first short film, was the first fully CGI animated film and created by the graphics group, the precursor to Pixar. And you can see things like this on the internet. You can just go on YouTube and find that stuff. 1987, The Simpsons. It's hard to believe The Simpsons started in 87 because it's the longest running show ever. The Simpsons, an animated adult animated sitcom created by Matt Groening for the Fox Broadcasting Company. It's the longest running American sitcom and animated program. In 2009, it surpassed Gunsmoke as the longest running American scripted primetime television series. Okay, then of course we have Toy Story in 1995, first fully computer animated feature film, and then we're up to the age 2014 is where it stops. Big Hero 6, first Disney animated film to feature Marvel characters. Okay, and so you guys have all been around in the last 6 years, so you kind of know what's been going on since then. But anyway, I think she did a nice job with this. She's got some credits there, some sources that she cited. And so this does a couple things. It teaches us a little bit more about the history of animation, but it also shows you, the kind of thing you can do for your presentation. You can pick a subject you guys are interested in and do something like that about it. Okay, let me go back to the class website. If I can find the damn thing, maybe it's back here. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. All right, so I asked you guys on Thursday to start working on these things called character turnarounds, which are, where you just draw a character from 4 different angles. Did you guys get a chance to work on some of that?
Yes,
Yep.
I did.
Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
what I'll do is I'll just start at the top of the list here, and I'll ask you if you have something, and if you do, I'll just go into Pima and into my folder and find what you've done and share it with the class so we can talk about it. So let me see. This
That
looks
is way too many tabs.
way too, yeah. I am the king of tabs. Okay, let's see. So let's see. I'm going to start with you. So Marco, do you have anything in your folder?
Yeah, I got a character turnaround.
Okay. So okay, so why don't we talk about Marco's character? What do you guys think?
Pretty
Good.
cool.
I like it.
It
Really good
looks
look.
awesome.
Wish I could draw.
Same.
For sure.
Yeah, it looks really good, huh? So
Yeah.
this character is named Ida Amari.
Yep.
And okay, so obviously the character is well drawn, has good proportions, interesting colors. What do you get from this character? What is this character's personality? What kind of animated film would they be in? What do you think?
I would see him in an Adult Swim cartoon.
Okay. And is this a nice character, an evil character?
It's a nice one. Yeah.
Okay. And then this is a lock of hair or a bit of hair that is colored red, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So obviously this character was done in grayscale and then they added this color red here. So it's an interesting choice. And it looks cool, it looks good. Now, is there anything, we like this character, it's well done. Is there anything you think could be stronger about this character? Anything you would change? Okay, let me be a little more specific. Do you think that this red lock of hair in the center is working?
Yeah.
You like it, Vlad?
Yeah, it looks cool. Fits with. I think it fits.
Okay, cool.
Makes the character like pop out more. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Definitely gives it a color balance considering the jacket.
But
Because
I don't know if it's just me, but to me, that strand of hair looks like a hat rather than
Yeah.
hair.
yeah, that's
Yeah, it looks like a hat.
I thought it looked like a beret, like a little French beret or something. Like a half beret, a beret that was cut in half. Yeah. So you know what I wonder, Marco? I wonder if you might consider making a change to this, and making it more clear that this is like locks of hair. Like you could
Okay.
you could either make it smaller or you could put more hair lines in there or something.
All right.
Yeah. But overall, I think it's just wonderful, and you did a really nice job. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, so next we have Vlad. Have you got something, Vlad?
Yeah.
Vlad.
Prepare yourself.
I'm gonna close my eyes. Okay. All right.
Nice.
What do you call this guy?
Yes. He's the new superhero, the Phantom. That's his name now.
The Phantom, huh?
Yes.
And what's going on with his eyes? Is he angry or sad or what's going on?
He is mad. He's not happy. That's the emotion, just not happy.
Okay. So he's got serious anger issues, and is he going to take those out on people with his superpowers, or
He just doesn't feel like saving people today.
have you seen that Netflix series, The Boys?
I have not.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that's on Amazon.
It's on Amazon.
Oh, it's Amazon. I'm sorry. Uh, yeah. So apparently, I haven't seen it. My brother says it's good, but it's about a bunch of superheroes who like have questionable morals or something like that. You know, they're doing whatever the hell they want to. Anybody seen it?
Yes.
I've seen it.
Is it good?
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that might be something you enjoy, Vlad. So what do we think? Do we want to give Vlad some input about this character? You guys like it?
I'd say give him a few more articles of clothing.
Gotcha.
Okay, so he's just a little too blocky in these views right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Potentially the face for the 35-degree turn. Just maybe a little bit of editing there.
This one right here?
Oh no, the one to the right of that, I think. Is that the
I see.
35?
Yeah, he's got to turn the head a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so he's actually a really cool character, Vlad. I think the idea about adding a few more details is a good one. Because he's kind of cute, even though he's angry. He's kind of a cute little guy. Okay, any more feedback for Vlad on this character?
No.
Okay, he looks good. All right, next on my list here, I just have Blake popped up at the top. I don't know why you guys are moving around here, but maybe it's whoever makes a noise goes up to the top. Blake, have you got?
That's how it works. I do. I unfortunately made them separate files and I forgot to do a back face, so I feel bad about that now.
Okay.
And it doesn't have color, so sorry.
I didn't tell you you had to do color. It's fine. There's no color. Wow.
Lizard.
And apologies for not being an artist.
I don't know. I think it looks kind of cool. Luna likes the eyes. He looks really cute.
I really like his little legs.
The legs are nice. Yeah, he's a cute little character. Does he have a name or she?
The reference name was Haku. At least that's the pet, but I don't know. I'd need to put a little more thought into it, I imagine.
Is this an actual pet?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. Well, I think it's neat. I think it's cool. Lizards are unique characters, and there's certainly it would certainly be a unique animated character because I can't think of a lot of lizards other than like the gecko. You know, the Geico gecko is sort of lizard-like, but I actually like this drawing. I think it's kind of cool. I think there's a lot of personality to it. You know what I mean? Very cool. All right. Anybody have any suggestions for Blake? Anything you think he might be able to do to strengthen this character?
I'd say try to keep that chin from the first picture going with the rest of them.
This one right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Oh, that chin?
Yeah.
Which-
it gets a little fuzzy in some of these other drawings.
Those are intended to be spikes, but
Oh, okay. Yeah, so maybe look for the consistency. You know what you might try on the next one? You know how you put these as separate ones? Try putting them all on one page and use those guidelines so you can get everything at the right height and everything. And then maybe you'll be more consistent with everything because you'll see how it looks on the other drawings. You know what I'm
will
saying?
do.
Okay, cool. I like it though. I think it's really nice. Okay, so we did Marco, Blake, and Vlad. So Daniel, I know you just joined us. So I don't know if you saw that we're doing character turnarounds. You didn't happen to do anything, did you?
Which Daniel?
I'm sorry, Daniel Pineda.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so I can't quite hear him, so we'll just go on to the next one. So Garrett, do you have anything?
Yeah, I do.
All right. Garrett. Okay, let's give Garrett some feedback. What do you guys think?
That's pretty good. Yeah.
I wish I could draw hair that good.
Yeah, the hair looks really nice, huh?
He's like a
Really
Super
nice
Saiyan.
proportions. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. What were you saying?
I just said really, really nice proportions for the body.
Yeah, it looks pretty consistent, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Luna says it looks good. It's anime style. I kind of like the fact that you didn't put a face on him. It kind of allows us to concentrate on everything else, you know?
It's definitely not because I'm bad at drawing faces.
Oh, okay. Definitely not that, right?
Yeah, no.
Okay. And I looked in the notes here, Daniel. I see that you you have your turnarounds from the last class, so that's okay. I know that you're basically redoing the class, so you don't have to show us anything right now. Okay, let's see. And okay, and I see something from JD back here. It says, "Look fine to me. Maybe work on the hind legs." I think that was applying to the Blake's lizard. I have to remember to watch this little chat here. Okay, so any suggestions for this guy here, as far as like improvements or changes?
I guess the side view could be worked on a bit more. He looks a bit like he's been squished.
Yeah,
Looks a little flat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I struggled with that one.
yeah, maybe he could have more of a chest, and even he could even have a little bump back here for a booty, you know, and then yeah, little booty bump, and then of course his feet, his shoes would probably come out a little more too. So he just needs some more bumpiness, you know, pushing out a little bit.
Overall, it's pretty good.
Yeah, overall it is. It's very good. All right, let's see now. I'm losing track. Everybody keeps moving around. So, you know what? I think I'm going to abandon ship on that. Well, no, I guess I'll have to keep going here. Okay, so I'm sorry. I want to make sure that I can pronounce your name right. Is it Anjanai?
Anjanae,
Anjanai. How are you?
I'm good. I was finally able to join the.
Were you, Anjanai, were you able to do any drawings for us?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let me look in here. And Janae. Okay. Okay, what do you guys think about this?
That's really good.
Really well done.
I love like all the details for the clothes, like the little shadows. That's really cool.
Yeah, those shadows had a lot of three-dimensionality, don't they?
I had a little trouble with the shadows.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
What did you make this in?
It's called Sketchbook.
Oh, yeah. Did you make it on an iPad?
No, I made it on Intuos. I have my own Intuos tablet.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I think this this character looks good. Do you have a whole like backstory behind this character, or is it just somebody you created?
Um, well, this was actually a character that I was inspired to make from Steven Universe. So she was originally a gem character,
Oh, okay,
Soda Light, Soda for short. But
nice.
now I just went for a more realistic, human standpoint.
It looks great. I mean, not only is it well proportioned, but the colors are really nice. The shadows add three dimensionality, so it's really wonderful.
Thank you.
Yeah. And you got, if you guys are looking at the comments down here, there's some people who are only typing in are expressing their admiration for your drawings. Okay, very nice. Let's see. So next we have, so Luna, did you do something? Let's see. Okay, so let me go in here and look for Luna. Ooh, did you share a folder with me, Luna? Oh wait, hold on a second. Maybe I went to the wrong. No, that's Pima. Yes, that's what I meant. Oh wait, let's see. Is this PD? What is this? Let's see. You think you shared one with me? Okay. Would you mind sharing with me again, Luna? Because I don't think this is it. Yeah, this is just some email I sent out to everybody. So sometimes it's not your fault. Sometimes things just go south and they never get to me. Yeah, so try sharing it again. Yeah, sure, absolutely. My email is this. Okay. And anybody who just joined the class, if you would mind making a Google Drive folder and sharing it with this email address, gjlumo@pima.edu. I'll try JD Lopez. Okay, yeah, I'll try that. Nope, didn't find that one either. Okay, if you share it again, it'll and it works. It'll come up right here. So, all right. So go ahead and give that a shot. Let's see. While you're doing that, so Daniel Carillon, you're next. Do you have something in there?
Yeah, I did send you something also. So
okay, Daniel. Here we go.
You got me. All right, cool.
Okay, what do you guys think?
Looks very nice. I like the little whooshy of the hair.
He's really cute. I like his little stomach in the middle.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of Ness from Earthbound.
Oh, okay.
That kind of style.
That's really adorable, huh?
Yeah, I feel like we'd see him like in a video game or something.
Yeah, you'd be a good character.
I like the backpack.
I'm getting Don't Starve vibes.
Okay. Yeah, I think he looks really good. You did a nice job. The proportions are really nice. And I especially like these drawings. I think this is my favorite drawing right here, especially of his face. It really seems to evoke a personality, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
Very nice.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, yeah. I kind of like just got like a template from like Google and kind of follow it, and then like I kind of like just put the things I want it to look like, and then
well, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah, so for someone that don't know how to draw, they probably can do that. You know, like just follows like someone else's, and then just do your own like edits on it.
Yeah, to make it your own. Well, that's how most people start out.
Yeah.
They basically copy something until they get good enough to do it on their own.
Yeah, I know. I was kind of feeling bad, but I was watching videos, and then pretty much everyone kind of like does the same whenever they're starting. So, yeah, I guess.
Well, I think it looks good.
Thank
For
you.
my only art talent is stick figures. I'm pretty sure that's something everyone else.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Inbox. Okay, Luna, yours came in. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, this is Luna's, and she's on the chat. What do you guys think?
It's great. Yeah.
She's badass. I love her
Like
sword.
it. I'm getting Naruto vibes.
Yeah, very nice. She definitely seems like somebody you wouldn't want to mess with, right? Not with the big sword.
Badass.
Yeah.
Imagine having to brush that hair every day.
What's that?
Take hours.
That's why it's so
I said,
spiky. She doesn't.
Brush hair.
Yeah, imagine having to brush that hair every day.
You think she cuts it with the sword? Just like when it gets too long, just whoosh.
Probably.
Yeah, it looks really great. I'm liking the comments here. I like the moon goddess look. Um, JD says, I wish my computer chair would ship faster so I could sit at my drawing monitor. Now, Luna, what's the little sort of moon shape above her? Is that like a little crown that she wears or something? Oh, she's a moon goddess. Okay. That's pretty cool. I like that idea of having just a little accessory that's up there above the character. It's nice. Well, really nice job. I think she looks great. I think the only thing I would say is maybe this three-quarter view character, maybe because she's kind of turned over, you know, she's sort of angled a little. Maybe her proportions are not as on track as all these other guys, maybe just because of the angle. But she still looks pretty good. I mean, she does look really good. But maybe next time you draw this, maybe draw a little smaller on the piece of paper so you can draw them all straight up and down, and then you'll make sure and get all the proportions dead on. But it looks really nice.
Yeah, she looks tilted in the last image.
Yeah, a little tilted. Okay, let's see. So, you guys, forgive me in advance if I say your name again and you've already showed me something because the names keep flipping around on here. So, Diane, do you have anything?
Yes, I sent it.
Okay. Okay, I can download this and then turn it, let's,
It's a little sideways.
yeah. Let's see, open with Photoshop. Okay. Image, rotation, 90 degrees, counterclockwise. Okay. All right, what do you guys think?
I think it looks great.
I like the style.
I think she has an attitude problem.
Yeah.
She's got so much attitude in this profile that her mouth has disappeared completely.
Yeah, the one thing I think you could have had was like on the side profile showing how plump her lips are, because they seem to be bright.
Okay, so
I
another,
definitely had trouble with that side view for sure.
okay. Yeah, she's cool looking, and she definitely has an attitude, which is super fun. Is there any reason for her attitude, or?
She's just mad, you know? Yeah.
Of course she is.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you be? Yeah. Okay. So yeah, she looks good, and I like the fact, you know how you have some thicker black lines here. That's kind of nice because it gives her almost a sense of weight and proportion. You know, I don't know if that just exists because you were redrawing lines or whatever, but it kind of, especially in this drawing here, you see how the thicker black lines versus the thinner ones, it feels a little bit like shadow. Let's see, what does this say, JD? Maybe her boyfriend didn't take out the trash again. That's why she's mad. Okay, I like the way she looks. She's really great. Nice job. Okay, let's see. So that was Diane. So Hugo, have you got anything?
Yes.
Okay. Hugo. All right. Help. Game 101. Hey, can you share your animation folder with me again?
Okay.
This address.
One second.
Okay.
If you wanna, you can continue with other person.
Okay, and then you'll come back. Okay, you let me know when you're ready.
Okay.
Let's see. So Neil, have you got anything?
Yes.
All right. Neil Kelly. Okay, so we have two drawings from Neil. We have this one.
It's the same thing, just flip.
Oh, okay. Okay, so what do you guys think?
I think it's a cool design.
Want to ride it?
Like robot vibes.
Very Transformer-like.
Yeah, mecha suit. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I like this drawing of the profile and the 3/4 view. The
Also
3/4.
reminds
Oh,
me
nice.
of Mr. Electric from Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Oh man, I don't even know what I just did. I just clicked on something and now they're both showing. Sorry, guys.
Electric too.
That's weird. Why is it doing a double thing? Sorry. Okay. I don't know. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so it looks good. I like the bottom drawing. I can't oh my god. My browser just went nuts. Actual size. Try again. Okay, there we go. And then yay. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I really like the 3/4 view guy on the bottom, and I like the side view. I think maybe I would give you the same suggestion that I gave some other people, which is, maybe draw it a little smaller, and so you could fit all four next to each other, and then put in those guidelines so you can make sure everything is the same size, the same proportion.
Yeah, I should have used the bigger notebook.
Yeah, but it looks good. It's super fun. Okay, nice. All right, so then Rachel, have you got anything?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I have my right now.
Hugo, you've got yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Rachel, if you don't mind holding on a second, I'm gonna see if I can find Hugo's.
No problem.
Okay. Does this get turned at any point? Oh yeah. Okay, we get to zoom in on it. Okay. So he's got a few different drawings in here. Here's the first one. There's the second one. And the third one.
Very Toon Link on the first one.
Definitely.
Mini Link.
Oh, he's pudgy.
Yeah, that's a really nice drawing, isn't it?
I'm not a good drawing, but
I think it looks good, and I like the amount of detail. Even in the back, it's cool that in the back of a character you can see things like the cross of the suspenders and the little ponytail or whatever that is, and even the pockets. I was just kind of intrigued because I usually don't see that level of detail on the back of characters, but it's kind of cool.
yeah.
Yeah, you did a good job with keeping the proportions throughout all the pictures.
Yeah, and once again, and I would probably recommend this to anybody who made separate drawings is, try it again, do it again, on a new piece of paper where you put them all next to each other. I know you did on that first piece of paper, but yeah, try drawing some guidelines and to keep everybody in exact proportions. So then what'll happen is where the bottom of this hand hits, it'll be the same over here. You know?
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it looks good. You did well.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
And so then we've got Rachel. Rachel. Oh, wait a minute. Where the heck am I? Am I even in the right world? No, I'm not. Okay. Sorry. Who knows what's going on? I certainly don't. Okay. Here we go.
Cute.
Oh, I like him.
Monsters Inc.
Yeah, I love him. It's different. I like it.
If Boo was a monster.
Yeah.
Little feeties. I love his little feeties.
I like the coloring. He's really cool. Does he have a name?
No, I just had to draw something, so I decided to be different and creative.
Okay.
And that you were.
Yeah. It's very cool. I really do like the colors going, those gradiated purple colors going from the bottom up. And this is his mouth, I assume, this part right here?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's actually pretty cool, he or she or it. I like it.
I really like the watercolor texture.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's beautiful, huh? Did you do this all digitally?
Yeah, I have an iPad, so I used Procreate. I'm still trying to learn about Procreate. I'm not very good yet, but
Yeah, Procreate is really fun on the iPad. I like that program.
yeah.
Wow, looks great. Okay, and Daniel said this is actually really refreshing and nice colors. It is. It's very different. Blake is
Thank you,
happy that
Daniel.
he's not the only non-human character. Okay, let's see. So, Victoria, have you got something?
Yeah.
Okay, Victoria.
So obviously it's a very rough sketch, but I still don't know what's my official character idea yet. As you can tell from the list, I'm still leaning more towards a draconian like character, so basically like a dragon person.
Okay.
But I also want to do a fairy, so I don't know.
So you have these are all your ideas for characters right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then you started out with just the cat?
Yeah. The cat was just like my placeholder character.
Cats are cute, so good.
Cats are good. We like cats. I like this last drawing over here, partially because of the sort of shading that you're doing, and partially because he almost looks a little flat. He looks like Flat Cat, you know,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool. We got a meow meow in the chat here. Yeah, same advice to you, which is maybe redraw it and put those guidelines on so you can get everything the correct proportions.
Yeah.
And then and every time you redraw your characters, they're going to be just a little bit better. So it's a good idea to redraw these guys. But yeah, looks really nice.
Can I ask where his eyes went in the quarter?
Oh, honestly, I completely forgot to draw the eyes.
He's got them closed, if you don't mind. Let's see. Maybe try a mix of different features you like to stand out, said Daniel. So he's suggesting you could try, mixing it up a little bit with your characters.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good suggestion. Thank you, Daniel.
Thank you.
Okay, and then let's see. William, have you got anything?
Yeah, I got something.
Okay.
There is no back view. I didn't realize I had to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I know. When I tell people to do the character turnarounds, a lot of people actually do 3 views instead of 4, so it's not unusual.
Well, it's nice and simple.
I like its
Yeah.
staff. Like, does he do magic? Or
She, yeah,
She?
it's kind of like a magic staff.
Hmm.
Oh, is she a tyrant?
Nah, more like a mage girl, I guess. Wanted to go for a cute type.
She's a mage girl, but she could also stab the hell out of you with that thing. Yeah, like, poke your eye out.
I like the Powerpuff bow.
Yeah.
I think you forgot to add it at the first post.
Yeah, the first post is kind of like a beta.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
really,
really good.
yeah, I really like the way she's looking in this 3/4 view here. She seems, as somebody mentioned, it's nice and simple, which is wonderful for animation. And yet she has a personality, and that's hard to create with a very simple character. But it's very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, Zach, have you got anything? Did you share a folder with me, Zach?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll leave this here until you get up and running. Try ZJ.
You want to try resharing? You want to try resharing it to this address?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, thanks.
Give me a minute.
Okay, I'll see if there's any.
Zach.
Is there anybody else who has one they would like to share? Okay. All right. So we'll just wait a minute for Zach to come back, and then we'll look at them. So nice job, you guys. These are really wonderful. And you know, like I said before you did these, don't feel bad if you don't feel like you know you have. Don't feel bad if you feel like you're lacking in artistic talent, because lacking in artistic talent doesn't mean you can't make an animation, because look at South Park. You know, like the drawings, those drawings are like the most crude, ridiculous thing ever, but they're hysterical, and of course those guys are millionaires at this point. So clearly, you know, you can draw something just one level above a stick man and make an animation. So don't feel bad if you're not, you know, don't feel like you're super talented. You'll of course get better. And I always try to go back and remind people about Mr. Pickle. Let's see. I'll see if I can make a Mr. Pickle drawing right now. You know, I had, as I said before in class, I had a student who, you know, claimed they couldn't draw. And so, they basically drew this guy. And called him Mr. Pickle. and that was it. Like all semester long, it was the adventures of Mr. Pickle, right? And I was like, you know, that is surprisingly weird and cool. So I just liked it, Mr. Pickle. So really, anything you can do is fine and is wonderful. Okay, let's go back here and see. Got anything? Not yet. Okay.
Mr. Pickle overthrows the government.
Mr. Pickle solves the COVID crisis, right? All right. While we're waiting,
He was the crisis.
yeah, he was.
It's saying that you got access to my file.
Say what?
It's saying that the email already has access. It won't let me send it again or ask the connection again.
Let's see. Yeah. Well, unfortunately, okay. Let me try you in my other email. Sometimes it goes to let's see. Finished product. That's not you. Yeah. I tell you what. Do you want to just email me the file?
Sure.
Okay. So my email address is right here in the window. Okay. Let's see. I was going back to the class website here, so we could talk about what's next. Animation. Okay. All right. So Zach, I'll come back and take a look at that. The next thing I want to show you was I wanted to show you some cool character designs that an artist did. Have any of you guys heard of Behance?
The what?
This website here, it's called Behance. Has anybody ever heard of it?
No.
Okay. So what Behance is it's a portfolio website. So artists go there and they put up their work. And it was operating for a few years, and then Adobe bought it. So now it's owned by Adobe. And since Adobe bought it, they even made a way where you could like be in Photoshop and be doing a drawing and then click a couple buttons and it'll take that drawing and it'll stick it in your Behance portfolio. So, you know, that's why Adobe bought it, so that people can make art with Adobe and then show it off in Behance. But anyway, it's one of those art sites where people put up their work and then other people can come in and hit a little like button and say they like it, or they can follow that artist so they'll see new work. But other people that go in there are people who are looking to hire artists. So like, you know, t-shirt designers and fashion designers and magazine editors and people who are hiring animators and stuff like that. They look at Behance and they find talented people they want to work with. So because Behance is free, if any of you guys want to pursue, you know, work in art and or animation, you might consider getting a free account and just start uploading your stuff, you know, even if it's not at the level you want it to be at right now. You know, if you like what you did and you want to share it with people, you can put it up. You can start building a following, and as you get better and better, you'll build more of a following, and eventually somebody might come in and say, hey, I want to hire you to do something, you know. So it's kind of a cool opportunity. So this is, I think this is a French artist, and they made these characters that are sort of futuristic and very cool. I think the colors are really nice and the style's really cool. So you can see there's a little sort of cave person guy up there. Here's a couple of, you know, not full turnarounds, but a couple of kind of mini turnarounds of little space characters. Here's a robot. Let me make these bigger so we can see them. Cool little robot. I like stuff like this because here at this point, they, you know, it's almost like they're branching off into fashion design or something like that. They're taking the character and they're adding these weird little puffy arms and even an interesting design here to make the character even a little more cool and a little more stylistic. So here we have a character who also has some of their accessories. You know, they have it looks like a blowtorch here or something, and a gun and some kind of an oxygen tank. Here they're showing a little animation that they did where the character turns their head and then the eyes kind of do something strange. They blink and the pupils like turn around or something like that. That's kind of interesting. Here's yet another cool character with interesting colors. Right, and notice how there's sort of a consistency to the characters. They all seem to have these extended, hyperextended limbs, and then these way too wide shoulders. I wouldn't be surprised if this artist had some background in fashion design, because it seems like all the characters are really, their clothing is really, you know, very cool. And you know, these characters are really weird, and they just leapt out of the artist's imagination. So clearly you can do anything you want when it comes to character design. Now down here as we near the end, they switch away from this whole space weird creature to a different theme, but it's still the same artist and it still looks really good. So here we have, this is a really cool drawing. Here we have the character placed in a scene, and the scene is reflective of the character in the sense that it's the same sort of Art Deco, Art Nouveau style, same coloration and everything, and so it seems like the character really fits the scene. Okay, this is what I meant with we're close to the end now, and you can see that they've switched to a completely different scenario, but it's the, you know, you can also tell it's the same artist and they're experimenting with some different styles. And this is the last one. I really love this one right here. There's just something cool about that weird little monkey, you know, and his magic wand or whatever. So anyway, I thought that that was kind of fun, and hopefully that's a bit inspirational to you guys as far as character design. But also, I wanted to let you know about Behance because that's a great opportunity for you guys. Okay, so let's see. Did you email it to me yet, Zach?
I sent it. I
Oh,
don't know what.
Okay, here it is. Awesome. So what's the story with this little guy?
Looks like he's a wrestler.
Yeah,
Nacho.
I was kind of thinking like I'm thinking Roger Rabbit, like trying to do like a real life thing with like an animated character that follows a guy around. Is kind of like his subconscious.
No.
Put like a little action figure from like that's why it's weird because it's like it's supposed to be sort of doll-esque.
He
like a little action.
He reminds me a little bit of a wrestler or something. Like he looks kind of
Yeah.
like. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a wrestling toy.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
But I just saw something. I remember seeing something like that as a kid. But you know.
Yeah, I especially like this middle drawing because it seems like the proportions are really good. What's up with his fingers?
All of the toys used to not have like fingers, so they were like just like a piece of plastic that looked like a finger, but it didn't do anything. Yeah.
That's how. Wow, that's crazy. Okay. Cool. Well, I like it. I think it's really cool. Yeah. William said it reminds him of Mucha Lucha or Mucha Lucha.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very cool. I like it. Yeah, same suggestion to you, Zach, which is redraw him, but you know, make him smaller, put lines, horizontal lines on the page, and see if you can make his proportions consistent.
Okay.
Yeah, but he looks good. Okay, let's see. So let me go back to the class website here. Okay. All right. I'm sorry, what?
I just want to say we're actually on week 2.
We're on week 2, and I say week 3.
I mean, that's just what I see.
My bad. Okay. Update. Okay. View post. Okay. One other thing I wanted to show you guys, and this is related to the last thing that we looked at. Another portfolio website you might want to check out, or possibly get a free portfolio on is the ArtStation website. Are you guys familiar with that at all? Okay. So ArtStation is where a lot of like really extremely good artists put their work. It's a bit intimidating because these people are ridiculously good, right? And this here just shows you like a tableau of a bunch of the different artists, and you can click on these and see their work, right? Now, granted, this, like I said, it can be off-putting because these people are so good, but it can also be very inspirational. The other cool thing about this is it's got all these different sections. You know, you can make a free website and start, or a free portfolio and start adding art. But then you can sell art here. There's a marketplace. You can take classes here. There's job advertisements here. There's art challenges and all kinds of stuff. So it's really a great place for artists to go to get inspiration, to gain followers if they want to put their work up, possibly even find a job and learn a few things. I notice right here we've got a turnaround, so might as well just click on that. So here's a very interesting, cool turnaround. So we've got a fairly simple character. If you look at the character in general, they're simple, but then they get just enough detail in this area to make them interesting. You know, some little, looks like some little patches or whatever on her jumper there, and maybe another one there. And then her little blouse here has just enough color on it and design to be interesting. Looks like she's wearing maybe some kind of a tie, and of course the overall short kind of thing. And then even her boots, just putting that little star on the boots makes it a little more interesting, right? And then you can see here that they've just taken it a step further. Look at the really interesting details on this character. She appears to have a band-aid over here or a tattoo, right? And then she's got a little frog on her shoe. She's got a purse that has a little face on it, and then this multicolored umbrella with a little swirl. You know, it makes you think there's something kind of magical about this character. Maybe she can fly via that umbrella or something, but she certainly seems like, you know, magical in a way. And then here's a nice thing that you can do with characters down here at the bottom, where you show several different expressions for that character, just so that, you know, you can get an idea if you're going to animate this character, what they might look like. And even just little subtle things like putting that little hair standing up, you know, makes this character stand out a little bit. So it's really interesting and well done. Okay, so ArtStation, check that out too. That's another great place for you guys to go. Okay, let's see. All right, how you guys doing? Would you like a little 10-minute break to get something to drink and stuff like that? What do you guys think? Was that a sure?
Yeah.
I can't tell. Okay. All right. I'm going to assume that was a sure. Why don't you guys take 5-10 minutes? I tell you what, it's almost 11:30 right now. Let's take a 10-minute break and come back at 11:40, and then we'll get into some of this other animation stuff. Okay? Take a little break.
I noticed that there are 2 sections for animation week 2. If you scroll down, there's like another week 2.
Ah.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
My bad. Okay, so let me fix that. Yeah, so the one that says postponed. Okay. Oh, right. Okay. All right. So yep. All right. Let me go back up to this one.
Does anyone else have Discord notifications that keep going off, or is it just me?
Yeah, I don't have Discord turned on right now.
Yeah, that's just you.
Yeah.
Yay.
Just set yourself to do
I
not
have
disturb.
notifications coming too, but it's like from different servers.
Well, shit.
Hey, Greg, I had a question.
Yeah, be my guest.
I just loaded up Adobe to update, animate, and stuff, and I noticed that my account isn't active for some reason.
Uh, your Adobe Pima account?
Yeah, it's inactive, so I
Yeah,
can't open anything.
it's not your fault. There's something wrong, and I've written IT about it, and they're working on the issue.
Yeah, I installed Adobe Illustrate, and when I opened it up, it said you got to start your 7-day free trial, as if I didn't actually have it. Can't use it.
Yeah, it's true. That is unfortunately where we are right now, and until they figure it out, um, there's not much we can do. But I wrote to them last week. I wrote to them on Sunday. I will probably write to them again today, and I'm telling them, hey, people have a 7-day trial that's running out. Please get this issue fixed, right? It says, worst case, do you think we will have to get the monthly plan? No, I don't think you'll have to get the monthly plan. Uh, Pima is paying for you guys to have access to the Adobe software this whole semester. They just have to get their ducks in a row with Adobe because um, the IT guy said that the licenses are being paid, so it's some kind of a technical issue with Adobe. If you log into the Adobe website with your Pima email address, you are supposed to have access to the programs, and you don't. And it's not just you; it's every one of my classes. So,
I hope they fix it because that screws 3/4 of my classes.
well, yeah, and it screws 95% of my students. So I'm not happy about it. So, um,
Losers.
What?
My Adobe's up and running.
Okay, well, I will write to them again today, and I'll keep pestering them until something happens. In fact, I might just write to Adobe as well, because maybe Adobe knows what the hell's going on. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I've updated this week too, and then I'll go hide the other week too, so it doesn't cause confusion. Quick edit. Let's put this in a draft state and update it. Okay. Animation, week 2. All right, good. Now we actually have something relatively decent. Okay. All right, let's see. You guys have another 7 minutes on your break, so please enjoy that.
Oh, I came back.
Nice.
Hello. Okay, I'm going to share my screen again here. And we will look at a few more things. So, okay, one of the things I wanted to talk about was animation, of course, covers a wide spectrum of different things. There's stop motion animation, there's 3D animation, 2D. And one of the interesting things is how 3D animation changed stop motion animation. So, or 3D printing, I should say, how it changed stop motion animation. Okay, it looks like the video is gone from this link. So let me see if I can just type it in and find it. How 3D printing is revolutionizing stop motion animation. Looks like that's a link, which of course takes me here, which has nothing on it. Okay, what a bummer. Don't you hate when they just pull things like that? Okay, great.
Can you
So
find it on YouTube, maybe?
yeah, let me try one more time. How 3D printing is revolutionizing stop motion animation. Let's see if we can find it anywhere besides that. Oh, cool. It's on YouTube. All right, awesome. So let's take a look at
Leica is a small Portland-based animation studio known for some of the best stop-motion films in the last 7 years. They combine traditional animation techniques with the latest computer graphic software and 3D printing technology to create groundbreaking innovations in the field of stop motion. Stop motion refers to a process of animation where a puppet, usually a wire or metal skeleton covered in foam or clay, is moved around in small increments by the animator. A photo is taken of each minute change to create an illusion of fluid movement. Sometimes, stop-motion animators use a technique called replacement animation. This technique is especially useful for animating facial expressions. In the classic stop-motion film, The Nightmare Before Christmas, Jack Skellington's head was animated this way. Animators fabricate replaceable parts of the head and face to create specific emotions that would otherwise not be possible with a single face. More than 700 replacement heads were sculpted by hand to give him a full range of emotional expression. But it was Leica's first feature film, Coraline, that catapulted this classic animation technique into the 21st century. By digitally sculpting each replacement head and then 3D printing them, animators were now able to create huge libraries of facial expressions for each character, resulting in subtle yet groundbreaking animated performances from otherwise inanimate puppets. 20,000 heads were printed by layering liquid glue in a bed of white powder. Each head was then hand-painted to add color. And with this rapid prototyping process in place, Leica keeps pushing the boundaries of what 3D printing can do for stop motion. For Paranorman, they printed with colored powder, and 33,000 heads were made, giving a wider range of emotional expression. For the box trolls, 52,000 heads were color printed, even smaller than before, and with more detailed facial features. To make their next film, Kubo and the Two Strings, required even more innovation. The former powder and glue printing process was not going to be able to handle the sharp edges and finer details dictated by the movie's unique production designs. For this, Leica worked with special state-of-the-art 3D printers and an outside team of programmers to be able to print the parts in tiny drops of colored plastic. As a result, we can expect to see beautiful, almost translucent colors on over 22 million different facial expressions, as well as the first puppet to be fully built from 3D printed parts, a character named Moonbeast. As one can imagine, maintaining consistent detail among thousands of printed parts still requires a ridiculous amount of old-fashioned analog labor. Because 3D prints have subtle color variations in each iteration, all of the heads must still go through a rigorous and time-consuming touch-up process by hand before even being animated. 3D printed animation is clearly just as complex, time-consuming, and expensive to produce as any other form of animation. After all, to animate is to create an entire film one individual frame at a time. However, Leica's success as an animation studio comes from their ability to blend the digital and the physical, to allow artistry to transcend both tradition and innovation, transporting us through our glossy screens into fantastical, tactile worlds populated by strangely familiar characters. It's amazing to see how far the team at Leica has pushed the medium, winning the respect and recognition of big players in the film and tech industries, and inspiring many other studios and animators to experiment with 3D printing. In an age where the highest grossing animated films are all computer generated, many had feared that traditional styles of animation like stop motion would become obsolete. Leica has proven that stop-motion animated films are not only commercially viable, but is an art form that's still evolving, thanks to 3D printing and some incredibly talented animators.
Okay, I'm glad we found that. What do you guys think about that? Have you guys seen some of those movies?
Not a one.
Has anybody seen Kobo and the Three Strings?
I've seen Kubo. I think that movie's amazing.
God, it's amazing. It's mind-blowing. I love that movie. If you guys haven't seen Coraline or Kobo, please check those out. You know, they might be on Netflix or Amazon or something like that. Just amazing. It'll give you a new appreciation for stop motion. And of course, you know, now 3D printers have really dropped in price. I mean, you can actually get a 3D printer for a couple $100 now, a really small one. But if you're interested in doing something like stop motion animation, you could use this technique and 3D print characters or parts of characters and then swap them out for each frame. So it's amazing what's available to us these days. Okay, so now I want to go back to, that was just sort of a little side journey over into different forms of animation. Let's go back to talking about the character designs you guys have been doing, and let's talk about some different aspects of that. So this is a character that I worked on, and it was also worked on by a former student of mine, a woman named Lily, who lives in Japan. And so the reason I want to show you this is because, first of all, it has the, turnaround here with the 4 different poses. But then what we started to do, one of the next things that you can do, once you establish your character and, get the proportions about right and everything like that, then you want to start refining the personality. And so the personality is, it's told through things like the facial expression, through clothing, through poses, and things of this nature, right? Now, one of the things you want to keep in mind when you're making animated characters is you want to make them as simple as possible while still communicating what it is they're all about, right? Like this character, who's sort of an army character, could easily be wearing camouflage pants and could have a gun, a sidearm and in a pouch on his sleeve, and could be wearing a hat and so on and so forth. But the more that you add to the character, the more you have to redraw in every one of the frames of animation that you do. So the trick is to create power through simplicity and to communicate through minimalism. So, what we've done is, this is a series of 7 monkeys, and each monkey has a different personality. And this one is the big, strong, sort of brute monkey with the good heart, right? But we wanted to show that he's got sort of a military background, and his job is he's an explosive expert, so he blows things up, right? So we tried to do that as simply as possible. So instead of the camouflage pants, we just gave him green pants, right? Or it's kind of a light yellow green. And then we tried to create a vest that has just a few pockets on it, and maybe put his name on the vest like you would on some sort of an army jacket or vest or something. We gave him little gloves, and a dog tag there. And the hope is that that combination of very simple factors evokes sort of army, because that's the vibe we want to get off of him, right? Then you can see down here, we tried out a couple of different expressions for him so that, we would know what he would look like if he was sad or happy or whatever. So, that's just a quick little drawing I want to share with you guys to show that process that you can tap into. Now, I also wanted to share this article with you, which is, these are tips on character design. And, there's 27 of them, so we won't go through them all here in class. You guys can go ahead and look at this in your own time. But there's some good tips in here. Get inspired by the reference material, but be sure that you step away from it. Research other characters. So when you have a chance, maybe look at this article and see if you can catch some inspiration from it. Let's see. Now, this is something I wanted to do here. I'm going to go to this link here, and I wanted to talk just for a second about character silhouettes. All right? Now, some of the most effective and famous characters ever, they are that way because we instantly recognize their silhouette. And this is a way that you can make a character very, very interesting and unique, right? And let me prove it to you, right? I'm going to point to some characters here, and you guys tell me who they are. Okay, who's this guy?
Charlie Brown.
Rocky.
Yeah.
That's Bullwinkle.
Bullwinkle.
Oh,
Bullwinkle.
shit.
Olive oil.
Olive oil.
Very good.
Who's olive oil?
See,
Popeye.
something that's interesting. Some of these are before your time. That's Popeye's girlfriend. Do you even know Popeye?
Yep.
Okay.
He has a girlfriend?
That's Fred Flintstone.
I think she stayed home a lot. Yeah, Fred Flintstone.
Yogi Bear.
Yogi.
Okay.
Tasmanian
Devil. Or Taz. That guy.
It's the Minnesota.
Bobby from Bobby's World.
Marvin the Martian.
Martian.
Marvin the Martian.
Donald.
Pinky and the
Pinky
Brain.
and the
Brain.
Who's this guy right here?
Casper the Friendly Ghost.
That's
I
good.
thought that was I just thought that was a flying kid. Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, right?
It was like
someone just flung their baby. I don't know.
See, Casper's got to be 50 years old. You know, let's look him up. But some people know him just because they've seen the old cartoons, right? Casper is really old. Let's see how old he is.
You could have just typed in Casper into Google.
I'm gonna go to Wikipedia and see when he was created. 1952. He's more than 50 years old. He's like almost 70 years old.
No, it's like 1945. I got it.
Oh yeah. Oh, it was made between 1945. Yeah. So this dude is really old. So like, yeah, I mean, you're not to be faulted if you don't know who Casper is, right?
Well, we know who Casper is, but like he's gone through so many redesigns that it's hard to keep up with design.
That's so what? It just made me think someone hucked their baby.
Yeah, that's funny. The flying baby. Now, who's this guy right here?
Mojo Jojo.
Jojo.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, okay, how about this one? You guys know this one?
Mighty
Super
Mouse.
Mighty
Mighty
Mouse.
Mouse.
Who's this?
Felix.
Felix the cat.
That's the guy. Okay, these guys?
Ren and
Stimpy.
Yeah, that.
You idiot.
Stewie.
Oh, what about this guy right here?
That's
Dexter.
Dexter.
Okay, this guy?
Arnold.
Hey, Arnold.
Okay, how about this one?
Betty
Betty
Boop.
Boop.
Very good, very good. So, you guys are proving my point, which is like, some of these characters, like, I swear to you, Betty Boop is almost 100 years old, It's kind of amazing, yeah. The flying baby, Casper, right? I'm going to remember that one. Okay, so the cool thing is that if you make a interesting silhouette, and we proved it right here, that character can be recognizable for 100 years. It's kind of amazing, right? So one of the things that I would like you guys to try, I'd like you to do a new round of sketches of your characters, and I want you to try and make a silhouette that is kind of unique. All right. So think about the aspects of that character and what you can do that you can exaggerate, because the exaggeration is what makes them unique. Like, let me see if I can find an example. Oh yeah, like Popeye here, right? Popeye has these ridiculously big forearms, and then he's always got a corncob pipe, right? And those are the things that help you identify. And Marge Simpson has that, ridiculous beehive hair. Mickey has the big round ears, right? It's these exaggerations that make your characters really unique and interesting. So I wanted us to do an experiment right now. Do you guys have anything to draw with? Either a tablet or a piece of paper and a pencil?
I have MS Paint.
Yeah, MS Paint. Okay, great. All right, so this is what I want us to do. I want you guys, now you can take your character, or you can just come up with a character from scratch right now. But I want you to draw the silhouette of a character that would be recognizable because you exaggerate a certain feature. Okay, and I'll show you an example of it. Now, in order to draw, I've got a Cintiq drawing tablet over here, so I have to scoot off the screen, but you'll see my drawing right here. So let's say, for example, that you wanted to draw a character that was really smart, right? What would you exaggerate?
The glasses.
The brain.
The brain, right? So, or the glasses, right? That's a good example too. So, we can make some different sketches here. Let me see how thick my drawing thing is. Okay. So, if you just made, a generic sort of character here, you could start with just kind of a base of a character, and then you could try out different ideas for what it would be like. So, would the brain be like, would his head be incredibly big like this, or I like the glasses idea too. You could try different ideas. What if he had sort of a normal size head, but he had giant glasses to show that he was really smart, Not sure why that's erasing blue. Let's see. I want to do a better drawing of this guy anyway. Um, so of course, we're trying to do a silhouette here. So, you wouldn't see that inside line. You just see the outside line of the glasses, and that might get a little confusing. So the glasses might not work as well as the big brain. And then you could exaggerate it quite a bit. You could make it so that the character had like a giant brain and just sort of an average sized body. You know what I mean? And then if you gave this character sort of an interesting or unique hairdo, that might be what makes them stand out from everybody else. Now, you guys can't look at this silhouette and recognize it like you would one of those other silhouettes that we just looked at. But if this guy were in cartoons for 50 or 100 years, like Casper or Betty Boop, then you might recognize it. So this is what I want you guys to do. Take a couple minutes right now and make a couple sketches of a character where you exaggerate some aspect of their personality. And then, in a few minutes, we can take a look at them. You can either, if you do them electronically, you can email them to me. If you do them on a sketch pad, you can just hold them up to the camera. Okay? Go ahead and do that. Hello. Okay. So let's see. Okay, there's two ways we can do this. If you guys want to share a drawing, one way is you can just hold it up to the camera. It's kind of the low-tech way. The other way is you can actually share your screen with the class. I've made it so that you can share the screen. So all you have to do is go down to the bottom of your Zoom window and click on share screen, and then you can share your screen if it's on the computer. That's one way you can do it, or you can email it to me. And then, of course, if you just drew it, you have to just kind of hold it up to the camera. Okay, so I didn't see who this was that's sharing. Who's this?
It's me, Marco.
Okay, hi, Marco. So can you tell us a little bit about this?
Okay, so I just took a bunch of random stuff and exaggerated it. Like, this is just an ostrich with a shitting grin, obviously.
Huh.
Okay. Them long legs.
Okay, that's the exaggerated part. Okay, good.
Owls, it got these big creepy eyes. Look at
that. Is that still the ostrich? Or is that?
No, I just took a bunch of different stuff and exaggerated it.
Okay. That's good. I like that.
And you know how, like, I forget what they're called. They have those giant beaks. Toucans. Yeah, sort of went with that with a small body.
Okay.
This is just a box turtle. I just want to do a little pun.
He's an actual box, right?
Yep, and that's about it.
What's this guy over here?
Oh yeah, I remember seeing a monkey with that kind of weird big nose. So I just kind of said draw that in the corner there.
Okay, yeah, that's great. What do you guys think? Do you like what Marco did here? Yeah, it looks really nice. Oh, remember, by the way, you guys are muted, so you'll have to unmute yourself if you want to say anything. Or I muted you at one point. Okay, looks really good. Let's see what people are saying here.
Those look nice.
Very nice. A couple people emailed theirs. All right, very cool. All right, looks great. Thank you. So,
all right, stop share.
Okay, yeah, let me go ahead and share the ones that got emailed, and then the rest of you guys can go. So, click to download. I'm going to see, click to open. Uh, share my screen. Okay, and this one was Neil, right? Is that you, Neil? You might be muted if you're trying to talk to me. Oh,
Is
there's
this the
weird.
guy from Silent Hill?
I couldn't think of anything, so I made a shape and went with it. That was about it.
I like it.
So he's just basically pyramid head guy?
Yeah, at this point.
Okay. All right. Looks good though. Sometimes you just got to do that. You know, it's a creative endeavor, right? Okay. Thank you, Neil, for that. And then let's see. Let's go to next. So we've got a drawing from Luna. Click to open. Okay. Oh yeah. So she did a silhouette of her character, which it's true is so unique that you could tell who that is, right? The moon goddess.
Definitely, like with the hair, the spikes.
Yeah. Very nice, Luna. Okay, then we've got one here from Rachel.
It's just supposed to be like a sad dude, like Eeyore, with like the hunched back type look.
Man, if I look like this guy, I'd be sad too. What do you guys think?
I
It's
like
great.
the little
I love it.
nose. You can see it's like drooping.
Yeah, everything about this guy's droopy, even except his knees, which are painful because of how much they stick out. Yeah, this guy is definitely every part of his body is sad, so that's very nicely done. Good job, Rachel.
Thank you.
Let's see. So then we've got William has got one here. Oh,
This is the best I could do in 10 minutes.
I think it looks great. What do you guys think?
I love it. You can
Nice.
definitely tell it's his character.
Yeah, I mean this is a perfect example. I mean, you guys are all doing nice work, but this is a good one because his character has these unique. This is what you're looking for. Uh, unique sort of physical attributes or accessories that help you identify the character. And so her unique physical attributes are that, kind of unusual hair, and then of course the scepter. And you can tell right away. I mean, if his character, if he named his character and it was a Saturday morning cartoon, we'd know who this was from the silhouette. So very nice. Let's see. So somebody asked, Hugo says, oh, and Hugo figured it out how to upload this. Okay, click to download. Okay. And I know that at least one person, I think Zion, emailed me his, so I'll take a look at that. Just a second. Okay, so this is Hugo's. Nice. So
Like the little swirl.
yeah, a very cool dude with the like swirl hair. It almost looks like ice cream top or something like that.
Like
It
I
looks
think it's
like
Johnny Bravo without muscles.
yeah, I was thinking the same.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, Johnny Bravo, he's a good one. Nice, I like that, Hugo. I like the way you did that hair. It's really cool.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so Garrett says his is in the same folder as the turnaround. So let's go to here. Okay. That's funny. Looks like a super baby.
Monkey.
You know, like or a little character who's just like super powerful, right?
He reminded me of Mojo Jojo.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's good. I like him. He's
Monkey, yes.
very packed but very powerful too. Yeah. If Mojo hit the gym, says Blake. Nice. Okay, so I think Zion emailed me one, so let me see if that's in my email. Yes, here it is. Oh wow.
So I
Nice.
actually recycled the coloring layer from the 4-point turnaround for the first
Oh,
3/4 profile.
yeah, that looks really nice. Let's look at. I noticed you emailed that to me, so
Wow.
man, she's buff.
Yeah, I thought cartoon media could use a little more buff girls, honestly.
Yeah, that's the goal. I love it.
Yeah, I love how organized you are. I mean, you've got these lines, which are the horizontal lines which you use to construct a character, and of course, everything is the right size. The head is the right size going across the torso, the legs, even the knees hit at the same point, and then you have a beautiful little color palette here of all the colors that you extracted. So that's really beautiful, really nice.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's see. I want to check to make sure. Did I get this one? I don't think so. Now, those of you that are drawing on pads of paper and stuff, that's perfectly fine. And you're welcome, in a second, I'll allow you to show those via the camera. But you can also, if you're of a mind to do it, you could take a picture of it with your phone and just upload it or email it to me, whatever works for you. Okay, we're almost done with this one. We're just downloading it and we'll see it in just a sec. Oh, you put it in the folder also? Okay, I think I just downloaded it. Yeah, it's almost done. So we'll just wait for it. Okay. Nice. That looks good. That's your lizard guy. I like that. It's a unique profile, a unique silhouette, Okay, let me make sure I got all the ones that were uploaded here. It looks like I didn't get Daniel's, so let's look at that. Nice. Cool. I like that.
Yeah, so I tried to I did the same guy but with a long neck and then bigger ears and bigger feet also, so that way
He's more unique, right?
more unique. Yeah,
Very nice. That looks good.
thanks.
Okay, and so we got all those, and now we're going down to the new messages. Oh, really cool. Okay.
I uploaded mine as well.
Is yours in here, or did you up?
I uploaded it to my folder.
Okay, and was that you, Victoria, talking?
Yes.
Okay, all right, great. So let me download Zach's, and then we'll look at yours next. Okay. Okay, so Zach, you're exaggerating this guy right here. What are you exaggerating on him? His head? Are you there, Zach? Um, okay. I don't know. Maybe Zach stepped away from his. Oh, his mic is unplugged. Okay. So Zach, maybe you could type in here. Are you? What parts of him are you exaggerating, like the head and the belly and stuff? Oh, okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So you got a character here, and you're like, give him a big belly and a big head. Maybe that's a little hat. I'm not quite sure yet, but or maybe that's the head and that's the upper torso. Well, this looks like legs, so maybe that's a hat. But yeah, it looks good. I like where you're headed with that. Very nice. Okay, so let me look at Victoria's. Go back. Uh, wow. Is that your silhouette? Do I have the right one?
Yeah.
That looks cool.
Oh my god.
I love the horns. Are those wings?
Yeah.
That's badass.
That looks so cool.
That's really cool. Demon Hunter by chance, says Blake.
No, I was kind of going more for, well, like, since it's a rough sketch, obviously you can't tell, but it's more of like a draconian person.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, it looks great. Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Okay, does anybody have one that they drew that they just want to hold up to the camera, or is everybody taking pictures?
I just put mine in the folder.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so Diane and Janae, okay. Wow.
Okay. So I tried to draw the original character that I drew in the 4 round.
Uh-huh.
But I was like, there's nothing really like, noticeable about her.
That's really cool.
Know the character to
Right. And see,
recognize it.
this is actually why it's a good exercise to do these silhouettes, because I mean your character is beautiful, but like you said, there's nothing that distinguishes them from other similar characters. So this gives you the opportunity to think about what you might want to do, to add.
Right. So this is a character that I made for a project in high school.
Uh-huh.
I made an entire book, like a storybook, and I just thought she had more noticeable features than
the other guy, or
a normal person in clothes.
yeah. Cool. Yeah, very nice. Looks good. I love this drawing over here. It's not the silhouette, but it's just a beautiful drawing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have one from Diane. What happened? Oh, here it is. It's pretty funny.
I just did my character. Yeah.
Nice. I like that. I like that. That really looks like the character you showed us. She looks really good, Diane.
Nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, really, very nice. Okay, let's see. Who else has got one for me? Anybody? Okay. All right, cool. Let me go back to the post here. Okay, so we're pretty much out of time for today, so these last couple things we'll talk about on Thursday. And what I'll do on Thursday is I'll give you the final, I'll send you the final list of who's meeting on what day when we actually come into school. And so you'll have that schedule for the rest of the semester. And also try and get your presentation schedule done for Thursday too, so you'll know when you're doing your presentations. So what I would like you to do for Thursday is to continue to work on your character turnaround and work towards making a first draft of your character that you would turn in on Thursday. Okay. And I'm also asking that you draw your character in silhouette and try to make them look unique, right? So we've done a little bit of that today, and I just want you guys to expand on that to see if you can, add at least one feature to your character that might make them identifiable via a silhouette. Okay, any questions?
Yeah, can you elaborate? Sorry. Can you elaborate on what you mean by first draft and how that might differ from the other things that we're turning in?
Yeah, so for example, you guys did drawings today, and what I want you to do is just do a second round of those drawings and try and take them to the next level. So in other words, I told several people today, hey, if you made separate drawings, put them all on one sheet with the lines and draw them all, and it will make you keep your characters more in proportion, right? And so somebody could do that and turn that in as a first draft. In other words, it's still an early sketch in the process. I'm not looking for anything necessarily finished, right? And then as far as the silhouette goes, like what you did today, take your character that you're working on and make a silhouette of them where you maybe enhance or add some features that make them unique in their silhouette. Does that explain it?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Somebody else had a question? No? Okay. Well, you guys did a great job today. I love the characters that I saw, and your silhouettes were super fun too. So thank you so much. You guys are good to go for today, and I will look forward to seeing what work you do for Thursday. All right. Have a nice.
See you.
Thank
No.
you.
Okay, bye.
Oh, go on. Hey, Greg, since I'm still on and you're still here, can you see with the email I sent you if that's how my connection of my drive comes up to you?
Do you mean via the email that you?
Yeah. Just see if you.
Let me check. Yeah, I can see your folder for sure.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.